Okay, today our Dhamma lessons from Dhammapada stories 3. Tissa Thera Watu, the story of Tissa. Egochima awadima ajinima ahasime. Yesha dan upaneshandi verante sanasamati. He abused me, he struck me, he overpowered me, he robbed me. Those who harbor such thoughts do not steal their hatreds. Ekochima awadima ajinima ahasime. Yeja dan nupaneshandi veran tesupa samati. He abused me, he struck me, he overpowered me, he robbed me. Those who do not harbor such thoughts steal their hatred. Okay. Then you understand, this is the literal meanings of those stanzas. Then when the Buddha gave those stanzas, okay? When the Buddha was dwelling in Jetavana monastery, then Tissa, the Buddha's cousins, the Buddha's father, Sodharana's younger sister Amita Devi. She has one son. His name was Tissa. So he was the Buddha's cousin, is it? Then he was ordained as a bhikkhu when he was old age. When he became old age. Then, by staying together with the Buddha, then because of the Buddha's punya, he also consumed a lot of requisites, including very delicious foods. Is it? Because of this reason, his body became fatter and fatter. To lacerita. So he was fat. His body is fat. He also used special rope. Then he used to stay at the middle. The Upadana Sala. Upadana Sala means gathering place at the middle of Jetavana monastery. Nearby the entrance of the Jetavana monastery. He used to stay he has his own goodie, but maybe usually after eating or something like this, then he used to go to the gathering place to stay there. Then when the visitor bhikkhu comes to the Jetavana monastery to meet the Buddha, to respect the Buddha, then he didn't welcome to those Mahathera. Then his body is very fat and he is also from the royal family. That's why maybe quite handsome or something like this. Because of this reason, when the Vesta bhikkhus, although they are senior bhikkhu Mahathera, comes to the Jetavana monastery, they thought there must be Mahathera or there must be Sayadaw. Why? He only just sitting, didn't do welcome or didn't show the sign of respect to the senior bhikkhu, Vesta bhikkhus. That's when they thought like this. Then one day, one young bhikkhus came to Jetavana monastery to see the Buddha. Then, the same way he is living without moving from his place. He didn't do any duties toward the Bhista bhikkhus. Actually, when the Bhista bhikkhu comes to the monastery, they have the duty to welcome, or they need to show the dwelling place, toilets, bathroom, etc. But he do nothing. Okay. Then one young bhikkhu had doubts regarding him. Then he asked, Kati was told me, Bande, how many vasas do you have? Then he said, Vata nati, I have no vasa. Mahalaga gali pavajita maya, I was ordained when I am old. Oh, he answered this also. Then the other, the young bhikkhus get angry with him. Oh, then Mahalaga, old bhikkhus, old bhikkhus. You don't know your place. You have no limits. Although there are many senior Bhista bhikkhu comes to Jetavana monastery, you didn't do any duties toward things. You don't welcome students. Then he do the snap of fingers like this. Then me, why you do so like this? Is it? Then what happened? Then he ordains from royal family. That's why he has Raja Mana. What is Raja? Khatiya Mana. I am a prince from royal families. Then, this is called Raja Khatiya Mana. Okay? Then, where did you come? To who did you come? To meet with who to meet did you come to this monastery? Okay, I come here to meet with the Buddha. They answer. Then do you know who I am? He also says like this. Okay, then you will know about me. Then by inquiring, he went to the Buddhas to complain or to repose to the Buddha. Then the other bhikkhus also, if he goes to the Buddha alone, then maybe he may split between us with the Buddha. He may say whatever he wants. Then they also go to the Buddha together with him. Then the Tissa bhikkhu complains the Buddha. How he complained? Bhante, Imame Bhante bhikkhu ekosandi. Bhante, those bhikkhu abuse me. He complains toward the Buddha. He informed the Buddha. Then what happened? Kahabana said, Nisay no. The Buddha also asked him, where did you stay when they came to the Jetavana monastery? Then we hara meche upadhana salayan Bhante. I am living gathering place at the middle of Jetavana monastery. Then when they come to Jetavana monastery, did you see them? Yes, I saw them. Then came Uttayate Pijogamna. Then did you welcome to them when they come to the Jetavana monastery? Then he answered, no. Nagadambande, I didn't do. Like this, Did you take their properties to have them? No, I didn't have them. Then also, did you ask the duty of the drinking water? Okay, did you show the place for drinking water or the toilets, etc.? They also says, Napochita Bandi, I didn't ask them. Asana Niredwa, Biwa Dedwa, Pada Sambahana Kata. Okay, then when the senior bhikkhu comes to the monastery, okay, they prepares, arrange one seat. Then after that, pay homage to the senior bhikkhu. Did you do so? I didn't do. He answered like this. Okay, then when the senior bhikkhu Vesta bhikkhu comes to the monastery, the junior bhikkhu need to do those duty to senior bhikkhu. If you don't want to do, then you should not stay at the gathering place. You should stay at your kuti only. Okay, then they may not see the Vesta bhikkhu. Then if they don't do any duty, no problem. But when they see the Vesta bhikkhu, they have to do the duty towards the senior bhikkhu. Then, because of this reason, they don't have any force. You have force. Okay, you have force. Then what? This is your force. Then ede bhikkhu kama pehi. Then you should do forgiveness to those bhikkhus. They abuse me. I don't want to do forgiveness. I don't want to apologize them. Okay? Tissa ma ewan akri tawewa dozo. The Buddha also says, Tissa, don't do so. This is your fault, your mistake. Kamabehi ne. Please do apologies to them. Okay? Then he didn't listen. Then Dobbazo is a bandi. Then the other bhikkhu says, Dobbazo is a bandi. He is disobedient. Buddha bandi. He is very difficult to admonish bandi like this. Okay? Then na bhikkhu ida newa Dobbazo ita bhuvivi ita Dobbazo yewa. The Buddha says, not only now he is disobedient, he is very difficult to admonish. He was very difficult to admonish in the past also. The Buddha says like this. Then the bhikkhu requests the Buddhas to tell the past story of the Tissa Thera. Okay? Then the Buddha told the story of Tissa in the past. Then, Atite Varanasi, Rinye, Rezan Garende, then me in the past in Varanasi country. Okay, if you don't know the name of the country, there must be Varanasi. Okay? Varanasi Rinye, if you don't know the name of the king in this Varanasi country, what will be? Brahmadatta. Here use Varanasi Raja. Okay, Brahmadatta king. Here Varanasi king. Okay, the same. Then there was one hermit, Isi Tapasa. His name is Devila. He lived in Himalaya mountain. Okay, Himalaya mountains. There are many hermits in Himalaya mountains. Then they stay in Himalaya mountains for a long time, usually about 8 months continuously. Then after some times, and then they have desires to eat salt and maybe salty food and sour food. Because of this reason, they come to the cities to stay for about 4 months. Devila Isi also come to Varanasi country to consume, to eat the salty food and sour food. Okay, according to their body needs. Possible. Also, they may have desires to eat salty food and sour food. Okay, then when he arrives there, then there was also workshops of the potter who make the pot for selling. Okay, he has a workshop. Then he work in his workshop only in daytime. Nighttime is free. That's why the Devila easy request is from the owner of the robbery. Okay, pottery. Then he also allow, okay, you can stay here. We don't work anything at night. Then, okay, he is living there. Then briefly, okay. Then, after some times, another hermit, Narada hermit also came to Paranati city from Himalaya mountains. The same, because of the same reasons, okay. Then he also requests to stay in his workshop, pottery. Then he asked to take permission from the Devila Isi, because he arrived here first. Then okay, then he requests from Devila Isis to stay there. With the agreement of Devila Isi, then they stay there together. Then they have conversation in the first watch of the night. Then finally, what happened? After having conversation, then they sleep. When they sleep, okay, Narada hermit sleep, okay, at the lower place. Then Devila Isi, he sleep a little bit higher place. But at night, he moved to the middle of the door, entrance. Okay, he sleep there by crossings. Not properly. He sleep improperly. Then night times, Narada Isi want to use the toilets. That's why he wake up and go to the entrance, go to the door. Then he stiff. The Devila's hermits, the tangle hairs. Jatila, okay? Then he get angry with, why you stiff my hair? Something like, I don't see any dance. I want to go outside. Then he was getting angry. He is getting angry. Then after coming from the toilet, okay, when he comes to the house, then maybe he may step me again. That's why he changed another side. What happened? Then because of this reason, okay, when I go outside, then I step his hair. But now I must be careful not to step again. Then he carefully enter into the house. What happened? He stepped his neck. Then he get angry with the Narada Isi. Then when you go outside, you step my hair. When you enter into the house, then you step my neck. So then he was getting angry with Narada Isi. Then by abusing him, what happened? Then he caused, Jainsura. Oh, he caused by reciting one stanza. Oh, Sahasa Randi Sada Dezo Suryo Dhamma Vinodano Pado Deyande Suriye Moda De Falasu Sadada. Then me, okay, briefly, when the sun come off in the early morning, as soon as the sunlight come out, may your head break into 7 pieces. Or he caused this cause. Okay? Then Then he also prevented, the Narada is prevented and not to cause. Please forgive me. I did this once. I not purposely doing. Okay, I did this one without intentions, but he didn't listen. Then what happened? Then he caused these stanzas. Then he also, the other, although I prevented him not to curse, but he didn't listen to me, he cursed. Then if I have faults, if I have offense, this, when the sun come out, my head may my head break into 7 pieces. If I don't have faults, if he has faults, his head break into 7 pieces. Or he also casts to the Devila Isi. Then what will happen? Then actually Narada Hermit is very powerful. He can remember 40 war cycles in the past. And also he can also remember, he can also read 40 future words, 40 words. Then he is very powerful. Then when he considers in the future what will happen, then he saw, Devila Hermit will break into his head will break into 7 pieces. Why? He has no faults. Only the Devila Hermit has fault, mistake. Then he has compassion toward him. Because of this reason, with his power, then he prevents the suns not to come out. Then, because of his power, at the dawn time, the sun does not come out. Then many people in the country confused. What happened? What happened? This is dawn time, no sun come out. Then they approach the king and they also complain the king. Then the king consider, is there any ordained person in our cities? Or they inform, there are 2 hermits who are living in workshop or the potteries. Maybe because of their power, the sun does not come out. Or then they can approach those hermits. Then what happened? Then when he inquired the reasons, then Narada explained the truth. Because of his curse, because of our curse, then this Devila Isi's head will break into 7 pieces. Because of this reason, I have compassion to Devila Isi. Then I prevented the sun not to come out. Then he explained. Then what should we do? If we do Sundance, he has no dangers. Then he explained, if he apologizes me, then he will release from this danger. Then the king also encouraged him to do forgiveness toward the Narada Hermit. Although the king encouraged him, he does not. No, he abused me, he stiffed my hair, he stiffed my neck. I don't want to apologize him. Then what happened? Then finally, then otherwise his head will break into 7 pieces. Then maybe many king's followers took his hand and body and put down to the Narada Isi's foot. Then he I agree with you. Then Narada Iti says. Then he also suggested one thing. When the sun come out, now because of king's faults, you do the apologies. But this is not proper actions. But no problem. Then I will suggest one thing. There's a one lake, one pond. Okay? Then please go to this pond and maybe put one a plant or clay. Okay? A group of clay in your head. Then sink into the water. Then only just with his head. Showing his head. Okay? Then as soon as this, the Narada hermit stop his power, then the sun come out. When the sunlight touch Devila is his head, okay? Instead of the head, the clay stone break into 7 pieces. Then he sinks into the water and he go the other way. Then he was free from this danger because of power of Narada hermit. Otherwise, his head will break into 7 pieces. Okay, the Buddha said like this. Although then the Narada Isi was the Buddha. Okay, the Buddha was Narada Isi. Then the king, Venerable Anandas at the times, the king. Then Tissa Thera was the Devila hermit during this time. Okay? Then because of this reason, the Buddha taught those stanzas. Ekojima, Awadima, Ajinima, Ahasime, Yejada Upaneshandi, Veran Desana Samadi, Ekojima, Awadima, Ajinima, Ahasime, Yejada Upaneshandi, Veran Desuba Samadi. He abused me, he stripped me, he overpowered me, he robbed me. Those who harbor such thoughts do not steal their hatred. Those who do not harbor such thoughts steal their hatred. Then me, he abused me, he conquered me, he robbed me. Then they cannot subdue their anger, or they cannot stop their anger. Or because of this reason, what happened? Then the hatred will not subdue, will not end. Okay? But although someone, for example, if someone's abused or conquer or bullies to someone, but he didn't take anything, only just ignore whatever he do. Then also, because of my karma, I also abused someone in the past. Because of this karma, maybe they abuse me. Only reflect on the result of karma or your own karma. Then at the time you can ignore. Okay? You will not hate those persons. You don't have the hatred. Then your hatred will subdue immediately. It will not go very long. Okay? That's why, because of this reason, the Buddha taught these stanzas to Tissa Bhikkhu together with many Bhikkhu around. Then what will happen? Then all the steal hatred, do not steal their hatred and steal their hatred. Then still hears me, steal me, subdue or stop or end. Okay? Do not end or end. Then what will happen? If they reflect on their past karma, or if they have yoniso manasikara, wise attention, proper attention, then they will not get angry with the other person. They will immediately stop their anger. Then they will be free from the hatred. They have no enmities each other. Okay? when the Buddha gave these stanzas to Tissa bhikkhu together with many bhikkhus, then what happened? At the end of those stanzas, 10,000 bhikkhu became Sotapanna. Okay? Then Tissa bhikkhu also became obedience. Obedience. Then he becomes he became easy to admonish. Tobajobi sobajoyi wa jato. Okay, Tobajobi sobajoyi wa jato. He was very difficult to admonish before. He was disobedient, but now he is easy to admonish, not like before. He is obedient now. Okay? Because of this reason, the Buddha's stanza taught by the Buddha is very beneficial for all bhikkhu around the Jetavana monastery. Okay? Then because of this reason, okay, if someone abuse you, bully you, overpowered you, conquered you, or okay, take your things with the force, okay, then don't get angry with them. Okay, because of my past karma, such kinds of bad things happens to me, you only just reflect. Or maybe you only just ignore their bad behavior or bad actions. By doing so, then there will not be hatred to each other, or there will not be enmity to each other. So the world will be peaceful world. The monastery will be peaceful monastery, peaceful city, peaceful country. The world will be peaceful world. By doing so, then you will be able to stay peacefully in the world until you realize Nibbana.